Hi there. Today we're going to discuss the measures of frontal tendency, which is composed of mean, median, and mode. In discussing about statistics, we're going to consider what will be our focus of our study. The focus of our study is what we call the data. Remember that we have two types of data. One is what we call the ungrouped data, which is the number of populations is less than 30, and the group data, which is the number of populations is equal or more than 30. So these are the two kinds of data that we're going to study in statistics. But for that, this time we're going to discuss the ungrouped data. Remember that ungrouped data is less than 30. So in number 1, we have only how many data population? We have n is equals to 9. So our data here is only 9. And then we're going to solve this using the measures of central tendency. So what are the three types of measures of central tendency? We have what we call the mean, abbreviated as X bar. The other one is we have the median, abbreviated as X and Y. It's the median. And the other one, which is X hat, which is the mode. Okay, so what are the difference of these three? When we say mean, we're going to get the average of the numbers of data. Or we're going to add all the data and we divide by the numbers of population. And the median, we're going to find the middle of the group of data. So hahanapin natin yung pinakagitna. And lastly, we have mode, which is we're going to find the frequent number that appears in the array of data. So hahanapin natin yung pinakamaraming number doon, yung nagtatawag na mode. So without further ado, let us begin. So in number 1, we have the following data: 37, 42, 48, 36, 25, 48, 36, 36, and 40. All in all, the numbers of our data here is composed of 9 population. Okay. So, huwag niyo kalilimutan na lagi i-arrange ang inyong data para mas madali yung masolve. So, you're going to arrange your data from lowest to highest. Or shall we say in ascending order. From lowest to the highest data. Yun yung una nyo gagawin. You arrange it first. And then, first that we're going to find is the mean. Okay. So, mean, which means also average, wherein we're going to add all the data. Add natin lahat yan. So, we're going to put plus here. And then, add. So, absolutely, we're going to add this number for this group data. Anong sum niya? Ang kanyang sum is composed of 338. It's 338 over 9. Bakit 9? Kasi 9 lang yung bilang nila. 38 divided by 9. Or 338 divided by 9 will give us an answer of 37.56. So that will be your mean for this data. Next, what about for the median? Okay, for the median. So, ulit siya. And then the formula is n plus 1 over 2. Bakit 2? Kasi hinahanap natin yung gitna ng array of data. So, we're going to count your data here. So, as I said, n here is 9. So, we're going to put here 9 plus 1 over 2. It will give us 10 over 2. So, this is 5. So, sabihin pang 5. So, you're going to count 5 from the first data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, your 37 here is your mean. That is 37. That will be the mean of your data. Now, for the mode, tingnan nyo lang yung array of data ni dyan. Aling data dyan ang nag-a-appear ng marami o nag-uulit. Diba ito yun? That's 36. Tatlong beses siyang nag-uulit. So that is 36. So there are two types of mode ha. The other one is what we call the unimodal and the other one is bimodal. Kapag isa lang yung marami dyan, let's say 36 lang yung marami dyan, that is what we call unimodal. That's unimodal. What if, dalawa yung tatlo rin yung 37. Kapag tatlo rin yung 37, tatlo rin yung 36, ang tawag yun is bimodal, which is equal sila parehong tatlo yung kanilang number dyan. But in this case, 36 lang yung pinakamarami dyan. So your mode is 36 and classified as unimodal. Okay? Okay, let's have our second example. Again, our data are the following: 86, 78, 92, 88, 85, 85, 78, 79, 90, and 91. So how many data do we have here? So let's count. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10. And your n here is 10. Okay. And then we're going to arrange the data now from lowest to highest. So if we're going to arrange, it looks like this one. 78, 78, 79, 85, 85, 86, 88, 90, 91, and 92. So that will be the arrangement of that arrangement. Now, first is we're going to find the mean. Okay. So ang gagawin natin is we're going to add all of them. So add mo lahat yan. Add natin lahat sila. And then it will gives us, okay, if we're going to add, it gives us a sum of 852. Alright? So complete nyo rin ha. How many data? N, your N is 10. So it will give you 85.2. So that will be your mean for that data. Now, median. Diba sa median, ang formula natin is N plus 1 divided by 2. What's your N? Your N is 10. So we're going to put here 10 plus 1 over 2. And to give you 11 over 2. And this is 5.5. So paano yan kapag may point? So ibig sabihin, you are going to locate your median in 5th and 6th element. So tingin kayo sa arrange data nyo. So hanapin nyo yung 5 at 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So itong dalawang ito. It means that you're going to add that 2. That's 85 plus 86. And then divide by 2. So it will give you 171. Tama ba? So this is give you 171 divided by 2. And it will give you 85. Give you 85.5. 85.5. So that will be your median is 85.5. Now, again, let us look for the mode. Di ba ang mode, sinasabi natin yung pinakamarami dyan, yun ang uulit na mga numbers. Okay, erase mo natin yan. Pagdating ba dito? Okay, now, tingnan natin. Ano yan ang pinakamarami? So, if we're going to notice, that's 78 and 85. Pareho silang tigdalawa. So, your mode here should be 78 and 85. Okay, what type of mode is this? This is bimodal. Kasi dalawa yung pinakamarami dito. Bimodal. Okay. So that is how we're going to treat these types of data or this kind of data. Now, what if the given data is actually not composed of a number but in the form of a statement like this one? So add numbers from 10 to 30 and then we're going to find the mean, median, and mode of the measures of central tendency that numbers belong to 10 to 30, which is odd number. Now, all you have to do is to analyze and write down those numbers that belongs to 10 to 30, which is odd. Of course, we're going to start with 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, and 29. Okay, so that is, it means that the numbers that is in 10 to 30, these are the numbers 1, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, and 29. Okay. And then, what we're going to do, to find the mean, is we're going to add these numbers and divide by the number of data. Ilan pa sila lahat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your n here is 10. Now, if we're going to add those numbers, it will give you, how many? It will give you 200, the sum over 10. We're going to add them, this one is going to give you 200, and then divide those by 10, it will give you 20. So 20 will be your mean. Okay, what about the median? Again, for the median, we have n plus 1 over 10. Not 10, 2. Kasi median ang hinahanap natin. So that is 10 plus 1 over 2. So this is 11 over 2. Will give you 5.5. Okay. So ibig sabihin, we're going to find element 5 and 6 and we're going to add them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 19. That is 19 plus 21 divided by 2. And it will give you, how many is this? 40. 40 divided by 2. So that is 20. So 20 will be your median. And what about your mode? Can you examine the numbers that is repeated in that array of data here? Meron bang naulit dyan na number? So, walang naulit na number. So, ibig sabihin, ano ang lalagay nyo sa mode? Your mode will be 0 or none.